Sagittarius. Hello, my darlings. How are you? Welcome to your reading for the week of the 16th of August, 2022, or, as always, whenever you find me. Sagittarius, the first card out we have for you is home. All right, it is the number 4. The 4 is about solid foundations. The words on the card are shelter, safety, nurturing, and warmth. Okay. So, Sagittarius, this is going to sit in the middle of the reading. It's going to sit with a couple of other cards that are going to provide us an overall theme for the week. So that is a card out from the Chakra Insight Oracle deck, if I didn't mention it before. And we're looking for an oracle card now from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. So Sagittarius, as always, I hope this reading finds you well. Feel free to wish your reader a happy birthday if you're watching on the 16th. That's me. I'll take it. I'm a Leo. I'll take it. I'm not ashamed. All right, Sag, but it's all about you right now. Let's have a look. From the Goddess Guidance Oracle card. Oh, all right. You have Sekhmet. Be strong. You're stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. All right, Sekhmet. We love that. We can see if I move the card this way, we have the statue of Sekhmet in the background. All right, I am a little bit of an Egypt tragic. So Sekhmet, obviously being an Egyptian goddess, I've got to say, she's my favorite. Sorry to Isis, sorry to Hathor. All right. Now, just a couple of cards out from the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, Rider-Waite Smith tarot deck. Sagittarius, we have the Page of Swords and we have the King of Cups. So, interesting. I feel like this is a really... Okay, I'm going to shift these cards around. I'm going to put this Page of Swords in line with Sekhmet, okay? I feel like Sekhmet is asking the Page of Swords to be strong, okay? So the Page of Swords, he's kind of like the novice, all right? So he's practicing his sword skills, but he's obviously not to the level of a knight. He's coming in with some skills. He's coming in with some knowledge, I guess, but he doesn't have the experience. But what Sekhmet is saying is that even if you don't feel like you've got the experience necessarily, she's reminding us that you are stronger than you think you are. Your strength assures a happy outcome. So sometimes the words that are coming through is almost fake it till you make it, you know. Obviously I don't mean that in a deceiving way, but it is about stepping into this idea of confidence, all right? If we look at Sekhmet, again, I'm sorry to keep picking up cards and putting them down, but if we look at Sekhmet there, she's almost like a position of the chariot. She's sitting on, it looks like a chariot with these two sphinxes, and it's saying that she's in control, all right? She is strong, she is confident, she knows what she wants, she knows how to get there if we tap into that idea of the chariot, okay? And so I do feel like the Sekhmet message, it sits with this Page of Swords about being confident, okay? You do have the knowledge, and it is going to take you some time to become proficient potentially at something that you are practicing. This could be in the intellectual sphere, being swords, okay? So this could be something that you are studying. It could be something in the potentially even in the creative arena as well, because swords are about the intellect, using the wit as well, and also, you know, it's the element of air, so it is about creation as well, and I'm getting the sense of like pulling things out of the air, like almost magically pulling things from the air. That's not really related to that card per se, but it's an intuitive message that's coming through. Now, Sagittarius, we're going to go back to this home card, and I feel like the King of Cups kind of sits nicely with this energy. Okay, so the home is telling me that this week you might be looking for how you can allow yourself to step more into that space of feeling safe and secure, more into that space of feeling like you are provided for and you have everything around you. And I feel like the King of Cups is coming in to remind you that if you are seeking this home space, that it's important also to seek this level of emotional security as well, okay? It's one thing to feel safe and secure at home, but if you're at home feeling emotionally insecure, you know, that could be a problem. That could lead into almost like a hermiting away type energy. So I feel like the King of Cups is a reminder that, you know, don't retreat into your home in a way of avoiding people or the outside world, okay? Again, it's a strange message. I feel like this could be just a message for some of you that are watching. It's obviously not going to resonate for everybody. The other thing that is coming through with this King of Cups is that this could well be a person that kind of fits this characteristic of somebody who's emotionally secure, somebody who is kind and compassionate, loving, you know, very generous as well. So it could be that this King of Cups energy, and it not necessarily male or female, it just holds the energy of the masculine. So it could be that this energy you can identify in maybe your partner or somebody in your home situation. Okay, so that could just be additional confirmation that you are really seeking this home comfort environment at the moment. Now, the rest of the reading I am going to get from the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann. I have the first card has come out and it's landed on the floor, so I'm just going to swoop down and pick it up. And of course, it's the Eight of Wands, you know, the Eight of Wands landing swiftly on the floor. The Eight of Wands is an energy that says that things are moving very quickly. Okay, so this is the energy that is coming in from the past. So you may have seen energies in your life at the moment or leading up to now. Things have been changing really, really quickly. You know, you're essentially sprinting, all right? So your circumstances in life may have changed very quickly. The Eight of Wands can also sometimes be communication as well. So you may have had a communication, possibly even from a King of Cups type energy. And it may have been that you had this communication and things are moving very quickly now into this position where maybe you are actually establishing a home with this person who you can identify as the King of Cups. Okay, let's see what else is going on. The next card is going to be the card that looks at the energy that is taking us out of the week into future energies, future possibilities. We actually have two cards. We have the Nine of Swords and we have the Chariot. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to say I love that we have the Chariot. Very similar to that Sekhmet energy that we were talking about before. It almost looks like you can see she's on that chariot. Obviously, this version of the chariot is very different to the traditional image of the chariot, which probably looks more like that, okay? So, but the message is still the same, okay? So you are in control. You are completely, perfectly balanced on your bicycle here. You've got the perfect balance of light and dark there as well, offsiding you, guiding the way, and you are focused on where you want to go. You know where you want to go. You know that you have the strength and the capability, like this camel, to go the distance and to go long distances. Okay, so this is a very fortuitous message of the energies coming forward. So I'm going to put that Chariot card down because that's just all good, all right? But I'm going to just quickly talk about this Nine of Swords. Okay, so for some of us, again, it's not going to be all of us, but for some of my Sagittarians, you may be carrying a little bit of this energy of anxiety with you, or maybe you may be facing this sometime in the future. I feel like this is more of a near-term future, so maybe even in the next couple of weeks. I don't think next week, but maybe a couple of weeks to 4 weeks, okay? and you might be facing some anxiety over a particular situation that does come in. Now, I'm just seeing if I can get any further information on what that is related to. Okay, I'm being told that the anxiety, this fear, this worry could actually be about where you're going, all right? But it is a reminder here that you are the chariot. You've got complete control. You know where you're going. You know how to get there. You know what route you want to take. So I almost feel like you're being asked to put those worries and anxieties aside, because there is an indication here that you are extremely strong, okay, that you know where you're going, that you're in control. For some of you, the chariot could actually involve a physical move to a physical new home with this home card as well. If you are physically on the move with this chariot, again with this Sekhmet who's very reminiscent of the chariot, if you are on the move, I feel like once you get there, it's going to feel like home. And I feel like you may be setting up, if you're setting up a new home, that it's going to feel very warm and safe and nurturing and secure. And it may well be with another person who fits this idea of the King of Cups for you, okay? Someone loving and kind and compassionate and warm, someone emotionally secure. Right, yeah, all right. So Sagittarius, the Fool cards come out, all right? So absolutely, this is additional confirmation that for some of you, possibly even many of you, this could be a new start, okay? So whether it's a physical move or not, it's definitely a new start is being indicated here with the Fool card, all right? It may involve a leap of faith. It may involve you being brave, having some courage to take that leap of faith, okay? Jump off the cliff. Sometimes the Fool can represent also being foolish, and there can be a reminder to make sure we put maybe some checks and balances in place. I don't actually feel like that's the case for you guys. I feel like I feel like it's a safe move for you to make, all right? If we look at that dog jumping off the cliff, it doesn't look very safe, all right? How's he going to land? Is he going to hurt himself when he lands? What's he going to do when he lands? Where is he going to go? How's he going to eat? All of that sort of stuff. But I feel like you've actually got more in place and more set up than what maybe sometimes the Fool energy can carry. So I feel like it's just a confirmation that this new start for you, this new leap of faith, is a good way to go. Okay. Now, Sagittarius, we have the Queen of Swords has come out. This is loosely in the position of career and finances. And I also love that we've now got the Queen of Swords. We talked earlier about the King. Oh, sorry. We've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. I'm going to say we've got a perfect pairing, but we don't. All right. We do have a King and Queen. It could still be a pairing of sorts. You may just have some different qualities to your personality. So there could be a King and a Queen type energy coupling that we are looking at. The King energy, again, not masculine or female. It just is an energy. The King energy is more of that, I guess, gentle, kind, loving, compassionate. The Queen energy is someone who's possibly more, how shall we say, assertive is the word that's coming through, all right? This doesn't always come through with this particular Queen of Swords because really we can see her wisdom, all right? She's the wise old owl, maybe not even old, okay? She's the wise owl. We go to the owls for words of wisdom. So this could be somebody who you do see as wise, somebody who's able to provide wise counsel, and whether that's yourself or the other person in this coupling. But it's also somebody who they're very keen on justice. They're very keen on the truth being revealed. Okay, so they are, they're truth seekers, if you will. Okay, they're justice fighters. So This has come in the place of your career and finances. The other thing is that it could actually be the energy of maybe somebody who's coming in to literally give you some wise counsel in terms of your career and finances. It could be, say a lawyer or an accountant, somebody who's very skilled. The swords are about intellect, so it's somebody who's very skilled and intelligent, witty. They are, they really do know their stuff. So this could be something that you are seeking in terms of career and finances, some wise counsel. It could also be that, there's some truths potentially that are being revealed in a work setting or in your career setting, some things that are being cut away, if you will, and we're seeing the true picture that lies behind that. Okay, so again, not going to be for everyone, but that may just relate for some of you. All right, we've got a lot of sword energy here for you, Sagittarius. So now we have the Two of Swords. This has come up in the position of health, and this is health in terms of body, mind, and soul. Now, I do feel like this is more of a mental, emotional health for you. I feel like that you could be torn, all right? You could be at a crossroads. You could be feeling this idea of not knowing which way to go, all right? So we can see there that the Two of Swords, this creature's got their arms crossed tightly, really tightly. They're blindfolded, and they're really kind of restricting themselves, because really all they need to do is uncross their arms, open their heart space, take that blindfold off, and then they can see clearly where it is that they need to go. So the important thing with this card, if you are at a crossroads, if there's, potentially two ways that you can go, and as I said, I do feel like this is more mental, emotional sphere. If you feel like there's two ways that you can go, open that heart space, feel into your heart space, okay? There's so much sword energy going on in this reading. Tap into that King of Cups, all right? He knows his heart space. Tap into that heart space and be guided by that. So don't be guided so much by what the mind is saying. You can consider obviously what the mind says, but don't forget to tap into what the heart wants. All right, so that's the message coming through for some of you as well. In terms of physical health, you could actually be looking at two different paths. If you are facing a particular health issue, you might have two paths or two treatment options ahead of you as well. So again, you may need to use your mind a little bit more with that decision rather than the heart, but obviously do use both. So Sagittarius, the final card we have out for the reading is the Three of Cups, and this is in the position of relationships. So I feel like in terms of relationships, you're feeling very abundant, all right? You're feeling very excited. You possibly, with this card, it's telling me that you should have a whole bunch of like-minded people around you, people that kind of really get you. They're your tribe, they're your people, they're your soul tribe, and they see you on a soul level, they see you on a heart level. And, when you get together, you just kind of bounce on each other and you bring joy to each other, all right? We can see here in this card, they're toasting, they're having a wonderful time. So there could be a gathering with some friends here. But certainly very fortuitous in terms of your relationships. I do feel like this is a friend sort of situation, friend circle, obviously not into the romantic sphere. There's very little kind of going on in the romantic side of things for this reading, unless, that king and queen, potentially that's a little bit of a stretch. It's not a very strong sense that's coming through. But certainly in terms of friendships, you've got this joy and abundance that has come in. So this is all lovely. All right. Sagittarius, I'm pretty sure that's about it, but I do hope you've enjoyed the reading. If you have, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next week. All right, my friends. Bye-bye.